Hey guys, Adam Retro Moments here with a special kind of video on the channel. We are going to visit Pokémon Center here in Nagoya, Japan. And yeah, here's the entrance. A very pretty nice entrance, I have to say. With Pikachu and his friends standing here. And yeah, just a colorful, nice intro. Makes you wanna go into this store immediately, right? So I figured while I'm taking you guys on a tour here for this amazing store, I will also talk a little bit about Pokemon and what I feel about Pokemon. How did I, come across Pokemon? Did I play a lot of Pokemon? And all that kind of stuff, right? So basically my story with Pokemon, and yeah, I'll comment also on some stuff on the store here. Check out this cool Pokemon arcade machine. A few of them right there. Looks really cool. Actually looks like a fun game. I've seen it in the arcades as well, so I should actually maybe try that one out later. Here's someone playing. That's cool. So anyway, Pokemon goes back to me being a 12-year-old kid coming to school, and I remember, I had this friend who lived like really close to me, and he told me one day we were going home from school that he got this new awesome game called Pokemon Blue. And I was like, oh, okay, well, what's that all about? Because I had a Game Boy, he had a Game Boy. But, I played my stuff, Mortal Kombat and Super Mario and, yeah, those kind of games, fighting games and platformers. So basically, I asked him, what's that a game about? And when he told me how it plays, and he told me that there's also another version called Red, and you can get like other Pokemons in that game, and then you can like fight and you can like trade, and that was like, my mind was blown. I was like, wow, this is so cool. It felt like a new type of game that I've never seen or heard about before, and I immediately got hooked. And he was like, oh, it's so cool, like at the beginning you also have to choose a Pokemon. It's gonna be like a green, red or blue version of a Pokemon, and they have different abilities. The blue one, which is Squirtle, can like shoot water, and then you have like the red one, which is Charmander, that can spit fire. And it's like, if you think about it, the water will defeat the fire. And I was like, wow, this is so cool. And I was like, okay, so you have this Pokemon guy all the time with you, and it was like, yeah, and then you have to like collect new Pokemons, like you fight them, and then you capture them into a ball. And I was like, wow, I have to get this game. He was like, yeah, get the red version so we can like play together, because I have the blue one. So I was like, okay. So fast forward a few months, it probably took a few months. So I got Pokemon Red, and yeah, I was hooked. I was playing it so much. Oh man. And it's like, when I was a kid, I couldn't play my video games, all the time in front of the TV, because my parents wanted me to go out and play, of course. So if I had a Game Boy, I could like basically play outside all the time. So that was one of the reasons why I completely got addicted to Pokemon as a kid. And then it started with collecting the cards and all that, and it's like Pokemon was my world back then. And yeah, it probably stayed like that for a few years until I was like 15, 16 or something, and got interested in other things, music, being one of them. And yeah, but like I cherish those times, because it was so awesome to just be outside, like looking at the other people, my friends, how are they doing, what Pokemons did they find, where did they go. It was such a big adventure at that time, and that's yeah, it's so cool to think about that. But it's like, fast forward now, what do I feel about Pokemon today? Honestly, I never play a Pokemon game today. But I have been interested in trying a few Pokemon games that I've, seen or heard, that I've never played. But most of them are actually for the consoles, like GameCube and Nintendo Wii. I know that there's a Battle Revolution for the Wii, and yeah, just a few games. Pokemon Colosseum, of course. So I've never played those games, so I'm a little bit curious about trying those out. And for the Nintendo Switch, there are a few new ones as well. But it's like I'm not into this anymore at all. So if you have any suggestions for any Pokemon game that you think I should try out, that is, you know, a bit newer and amazing, let me know in the comments, and we'll see if I can get back into Pokemon. So yeah, that was pretty much my story with Pokemon. I feel like I discovered a lot of other genres of video games. Like, for example, I never played any shoot 'em up games, you know, like actual shmup games when I was a kid. So that was like a cool discovery, finding all the amazing shooters. And yeah, I've been exploring a lot too, like what kind of games did I miss, you know? But I feel like you know, at one point you always come back to the nostalgic games, right? And that also goes like for a lot of people collecting video games, retro games. It feels like a few years ago it was a big boom that everybody should have a game room, everybody should, you know, get as many games as possible. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like that changed a bit. A lot of people want more like a curated collection, maybe like only, you know, that resemble nostalgia or something like that. But if I'm completely off with that, let me know in the comments. I love discussing all those kind of topics, you know. So yeah, but you know, coming back to this store, I think it's amazing. It looks amazing. I almost at one point wish I was into Pokemon, you know, because like when I'm walking around here, it's like it's cool, but it's like when I'm walking away from here, I don't know how much I'm gonna be like, oh, I wanna go back to this store, because it's like, even if Super Potato here in Nagoya, even if the prices have been rising a lot, and you know, I'm not gonna buy anything in Super Potato, I still wanna come back just to explore, discover, and see stuff. And I don't know if I feel the same about Pokemon, to be honest. But the store is amazing, don't get me wrong. There's so much stuff here, you know. And it's a really cool built store, and it's like you can get Pokemon and everything. As you can see, there's candy, there's boxes, and this box was actually very high quality, I would say. So Game Freak, Nintendo, they know how to invest in making some good stuff for the Pokemon brand. And here towards the end, there's actually a little playing corner, because I know a lot of you probably forget about it, but you can actually play the Pokemon cards, right? That was like also one thing when I was younger. Like, we never played Pokemon, we just traded cards and collected cards, you know. So that would actually also be a cool thing, to like actually play the Pokemon card game. Never did that. But yeah, amazing stuff. We got Onyx here, and Brook and his Onyx, and that's also something that I remember now, the TV shows. Oh man, yeah, I was sitting every weekend morning watching those cartoons. It was, the first season was just incredible, but then it felt a bit repetitive to me towards the end, I think. So I think I got tired of that as well. But also the Pokemon movies, they were also great, like 1, 2, 3. Then I haven't seen any more of that, so let me know in the comments if there's something that I should see there as well. But we're coming towards the end, like I said. Some cool collectibles here, just for showing. I think this is the Blu-ray disc. Interesting. I don't know what that is actually. But what else? Cards and games. This is games for Nintendo Switch. It's very cool. And some covers for your console. And of course, gachapons with Pokemons. You can't have a store with Pokemon without the gachapons, right? This is pretty cool, actually. I know that a lot of people collect Pokemon figures. I never did, but you know, there's so much to collect for if you're into Pokemon. That's you know, you're spoiled, you Pokemon collectors. You have so much fun stuff to collect for, you know. But yeah, usually there's a lot of people here, so there's a big line here, and yeah, stuffed animals at the end, of course. That's a good idea to put those there. So yeah, let me know what you think about this Pokemon Center here in Nagoya. I mean, the Tokyo one looks pretty similar, I would say. So they definitely have their ways of building the Pokemon stores. And here's the cashier, of course, where you pay your goods. But yeah, this has been a tour of the Pokemon Center. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll be back next weekend with another new video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't, because I game hunt every week here in Nagoya or Tokyo. And make sure to like this video if you enjoyed listening to me. And I'll see you guys the next time. Bye.